you were able to preview some few scenes.
Yes.
So that means I don't have anything hiding or anything.
No, you are not hiding. But this, whatever you are talking about, is going public.
Mm-hmm.
What about their family members? How are they going to feel? You must be thinking about that. You see, when you marry in this our setup, African culture, it's not between only you and your wife. The other people involved. That's why every pastor, when the pastor dies, the church needs permission from the family before they can do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
They won't just get up and say, oh, this is our pastor, we'll bury him. No, you can't do that. You have to go to the family. And they say, okay, we give you we'll give you control over the body.
Yes.
Before you can do certain things.
Yes.
So you must also be thinking about the effect on other people or family members. You don't go into those things, oh, this is my career, and then this and that. No, you are a married person. You see, when you marry, the dynamics are not the same as when you are not married. Other people's emotions are involved.
Oh, I get where you're coming from. Emotions.
Yes, other people's emotions are involved. And sometimes we don't think that way. That other people's emotions are involved.
Yeah.
Your children's emotions are involved. Listen, there are people who have done certain things, okay? But to public domain.
But you can't do that.
They're because of their children.
Yes.
I'm thinking about their children, not them.
Their children.
The children.
The backlash.
Yes, for the children. So sometimes I'm restrained because of the children. There are certain information you have to keep it.
But counselor, they're not married. So where is the
children? Are they married or they are not married?
No, sorry, they don't have children. They are married.
They are married.
Yes.
Don't even talk about the children. They are married.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's emotions are involved. And I'm saying that sit down, unless you're not interested in a marriage. And that is why if you watch all these people in Hollywood or whatever wood and stick and metals, even though they create that impression about marriage, and that you see, for you to have a successful marriage, you see, when they come on the screen, they are kissing, and they create those images and those whatever impressions that for you to, you say, honey, babe, this and that. Okay, I don't know more marriages if they know those things. Most of them, their marriages are not working.
No, it's not.
But they come on the screen and come and create those impressions that, oh, when you call this one babe and this and that, you are kissing and holding people, and that means you are romantic. Okay, if you know those things,
why isn't yours working?
Why is it that their homes are not working? Why? So you see, when you marry, you must understand that the emotions of other people are involved. So you must be very careful about the things you do. And I'm saying that he has to sit down with the wife and effectively communicate and let her understand that yes, you are married, I'm supporting what you are doing, but there are some limits and boundaries you can't cross. If the same person sees the husband, okay, in a certain whatever,
in an uncompromising situation,
let's be careful. You see, whatever we are doing, we have to be very careful because we are married.
Yeah. I get you. One of my colleagues is on the line. He's Robert Clark. He's a PRO for Chatterhouse, and he wants to contribute to this particular conversation. So I'm putting it. Hello, Robert. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's good to talk to you again.
Yep.
Hey, Robert, I know you want to contribute to this particular topic. I want to hear from you. Please go ahead.
Okay, so it actually has to do with the first topic that you guys were discussing.
The one about the little boy?
Your little boy saying he's in love with somebody and it wants like
okay. Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah. So there are a few things that stand out in that particular assertion when a child makes that kind of statement. First of all, let me put it this way: that the educational system, and as much as it is good, it's not responsible for the total development of the child. The home is responsible for playing its part. Society is also supposed to play its part. Educational system will play their structured part with respect to what is found in the curriculum. So everything else that's not in the curriculum is the responsibility of the society, and most importantly, for the family to be able to achieve that or ensure that it's attained in the life of the child. So the truth is, so when a child makes a statement of that nature, then what comes to bear here clearly is what are the family values with respect to marriage? because it's a clear opportunity for you to teach a child about marriage. It's a clear opportunity for you to teach a child about how to handle relationships. It's a clear opportunity for you to be able to direct the child in the right path with respect to issues of LGBTQI, so to say. The person is expressing interest in another girl. Ghanaian values, we know what the value system are with respect to, being in love with a woman. So then you teach the person about it, teach the person about what is happening in the world, and then obviously let them know exactly where your position is with respect to raising them in the right way as, society determines. That's one. And secondly, how do you treat ladies? How do you handle ladies? Once and again and many more times, it's been said that women don't focus on training men on how men should treat them or should take care of them. So you end up having men who maltreat women when they begin to go out with them, making demands, beating them up and all of that. It's an opportunity for you to teach the child that, look, if you say you're in love with a lady and you say you want to do and you would like to marry her, it's an opportunity for you to train them that, look, okay, so in this case, then this is how you begin to treat women. You have to learn to talk to women right. You have to learn to be nice to women. Like everything else that the man is supposed to know with respect to, relating with a child. Obviously, at that age, you want to use that particular opportunity to explain to them that it has nothing to do with sex or to hold off sex. Because if you don't, like the counselor was rightly saying, somebody else will probably end up teaching them. So use the opportunity to begin to enter into the space and take interest.
But Robert, real quick, let me cut in real quick. But it's a 10-year-old. Don't you think all those things are quite too heavy for a 10-year-old? Maybe he or she might get confused. The 10-year-old
came to you with an information that you did not put in his head.
That he says he's in love.
Exactly. You didn't place it in his head. So it means that the person's mind and feelings are already walking on that path. With or without your acknowledgement, it exists. Nature abhors vacuum. So if you don't take care of that particular void by filling in with the right information, the person will be open up to learning it from different places. And it might be the wrong place or wrong source. So when the opportunity comes up to the fact that the person actually understands and feels for and is able to say, I'm in love, that is a strong signal for you to be able to take the opportunity to be able to educate the person. And when I say educate, give the person a 360 degree. Explain to the child the reason why you and your father are together. That is called marriage. Let them understand this is what you do as a married person. This is what you do. So to be responsible as a married person, you have to have gone to school. You have to be educated. You must earn some money. You must, it begins to explain to them the concept of family.
Okay.
Because the person is already inching into that particular space. You don't allow it to go unattended to. Otherwise, somebody else will fill the void.
I get that part. But real quick, do you do that in one sitting with a 10-year-old, or you're going to take this? Yes, that's what I wanted to find out.
No, it's not one sitting. So that's why I was saying that you begin to take interest. Then you realize that you begin to bond with the child on regular basis, because that's the person's line of interest. The person is developing that, and every day you engage. So how is it going? Did you? Okay, so that kind of stuff. Every day, I realized that this guy was doing this. I didn't really like her, so I don't really like her again. I love somebody else. Like love is not like that. They use it to explain. So it's like every day you're monitoring, you're getting feedback, and you're using that opportunity to help the child navigate the adulthood thing. When you begin to feel this way, it's not love, it's infatuation. What does it mean to have infatuation? It's like this, it's like that. So you may like the person. Like whatever the person is going through and developing, it's perfect opportunity for you to do hand holding, showing the person that this feeling that you're feeling is because of this, and it's normal.
Okay.
Guess what? In the next few days, you might even wet your bed. When it happens, it means this and this and that.
Okay.
Then you begin, because the perfect opportunity for you to engage, and you enter into all of that reproductive sex, education, and everything that has to go with the relationship. Make reference to your mom and dad. Make reference to the auntie, if there is any, and stuff like that, so that they become aware fully of how this space operates.
Okay, so Robert,
go about things.
Robert,
Hi,
real
Robert.
quick, Costa wants to ask you something.
Hi, Robert.
Yes.
Hello.
He's listening.
Yeah, I'm here.
See, the problem is that even what you are talking about, a lot of the parents, they don't know about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem we are having. That's a problem. A lot of people have become parents. They have no clue about parenting.
Yeah. But do we ever have a clue about parenting?
You must be taught.
You can have it. You
Yes.
can always have a clue about parenting.
You must be taught. You have to learn
Yes.
how to
you
become
have
a parent.
Yeah.
So that's the problem we are having. That a lot of people have become parents, and they themselves need parenting.
You get that? Very true. Sometimes.
So what he said is in line. However, because parents even need parenting, what do you do? Okay, then that's why I said that. Yes, the boy comes in. There are people who are matured at 10.
Yeah.
Some are 11. Some are 14. So when the boy comes to you with that, you have to let the boy understand what marriage is and what it takes to marry. You can understand marriage without understanding what it takes to marry.
Yeah.
You must understand what it takes to marry. That you must be spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, financially ready before you marry. So at 10, you are not ready. But this is what marriage is. And then the boy goes through that process of education, all those things. People have, look, even class 1, class 5, even GHS, people said, oh, this guy's my wife, this guy, whatever.
They are not together.
Nothing happened.
Yes.
So once you go through the process, if you are London, like, you might even meet somebody far better than the person you thought
you could marry. Yes.
You fell in love with.
So, Robert, thank you so much for your contribution. It means the world to me. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
So basically, it is what it is. I mean, once you see the opportunity, use it to use it as a point
to bond,
like a door opening to begin to bond and begin to teach. Because people learn when really their mind is on a particular subject and focus.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you. Now, Counselor, let's go on. I like your submission. I like yours. So blending the two together helps you become better at parenting. I actually believe that it takes the whole community to bring up a child.
Number 1, parents, uncles and aunties, society, the church, school, teachers.
Yes.
You see, but what is happening now is Obia Dwene. Because if you go and discipline somebody's child, they will come at you. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
A woman called me and said the daughter was having some issues. So I said, okay, I want us to meet. I gave them 10 a.m. She called me around 12 p.m. and said, oh, for whatever reason, they can't come. I said, no problem. They will come around 2. And I said, for the sake of the daughter, I'll wait for them. 2, they never showed up.
That's bad.
Then I think a week after, she called me and said, oh, that day when they said they were coming, Nani Banada, listen carefully. And that the daughter is there, if I can talk to her on phone. And I went gaga. I told the woman, you are the reason why that child is like that. And I told her I would never talk to that girl, that young lady. Never. What say Aquarano? You have the audacity to tell me, say, time next me, I'm there, that the child was asleep. And they say, I was sorry, so I should be talking to her on the phone. I never did that. And I gave it to the mother. A lot of us are the reasons why the children are going the way they are going.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that a lot of parents need parenting
themselves.
Unless we do that, we'll be having the problems we are having. Now, even families, they are competing. Yes. Akokobi and Aquilebi, they are competing. So they all wrote the GHS exams. One person got whatever, there's tension.
Yeah.
Instead of coming together and say, look, have you seen your cousin, this and that, and explain things for the other person to do better next time, they are competing.
You're bringing down your
So there's competition among siblings. So me and Mecca about them. Also, yeah, the other person is happy.
Yeah.
So now, when I was going to Form 1, listen carefully. My father was not in Accra. He had traveled to Tamale. He worked at Ghana Commercial Bank. And those days, they put you whatever. So he was taken to Tamale. When my father was leaving, he gave me 3 schools. When I presented the schools to my teacher, he said, no. Where's your father? I said, he's going to the north. Go and bring your mother. So I brought my mother. And my teacher said, Mama, this boy is very intelligent. So I want to take him to advancement school. It was my teacher who changed the schools my father gave me and chose advancement school for me, first choice. I got the admission. My father was not in Accra. The day I was leaving for advancement school, it was my teacher, My mother gave him all the money, he paid everything. And he said, Mommy, don't worry.